Welcome to my new YouTube channel, I guess. So, I know what you're about to say. Endy, what happened to your channel? What's with this new channel? Are your iceberg videos gone forever? And I can assure you, no, they're not, but we'll get to that. But if you want the short version of what exactly happened to my channel, then all I can say is, it's YouTube. Yep. Okay, there's a lot more to it than that, but generally, this is on YouTube's end, and I'll explain why. So, all of this started on a Friday night, and around this point, I was finishing up writing for my next YouTube video. So, after staring at my screen for an hour or so, I thought that would be a perfect time to lay back and relax, you know? I got on my bed, pulled out my phone, and begun watching YouTube videos on it. So I actually wasn't watching on my main channel. You know that weird default channel that comes supplied with every YouTube account? Yeah, I was watching videos on that. So I was just minding my own business, kinda just watching whatever video came up, when suddenly I got this strange message saying that my app needed updating. I thought this was strange. I thought I just updated this app. So I kept refreshing, the message wouldn't go away. So around this point, I thought the website was down, so I logged onto my computer and no, actually, I was suspended. The termination message mentioned something about my channel being linked to another channel that was taken down due to copyright strikes, and I thought, wait, which channel? Because I don't know if some of you guys know this, but I've been around on this platform for more than 10 years at this point, and having a YouTube account for over 10 years means I've accumulated a bunch of YouTube channels for various purposes. So I wasn't exactly sure on what YouTube channel it was referring to. By the way, I got this at 2 AM, which if you think that's weird, then don't worry, it gets worse. So I eventually found out that my channel was linked to an old shitpost channel that I didn't use for over a year, and this is where things get really stupid. See, this channel, which was not monetized by the way, was in good standing for over a year, no copyright strikes, no anything, and suddenly, 2 days before this incident, it received 3 copyright strikes in quick succession. And yes, I did say 2 days ago, it for some reason took 2 days for YouTube to start purging my entire YouTube account, and I don't know why. All 3 copyright strikes were from Sony Music Entertainment for using their music. And look, I'm not gonna pretend like I only used a little bit of their music because it was the background music for some of the videos on there, but I'm still wondering why they didn't have a problem with this for the longest time, until now. Again, they weren't monetized, so what's the point? But this isn't about Sony, this is about YouTube and how absolutely stupid they are. YouTube did not make me aware of these copyright strikes, so when they deactivated my channel, I was just like, wait, what? What's happening? Something about copyright strikes? What? So naturally, I repealed their takedown, saying, hey, this channel that you're taking down does not have copyright stuff on it. What are you doing? Okay, it wasn't that exact message, but at this point, I was still very confused on what exactly YouTube was doing. Also, since I was on this weird side channel, I couldn't swap to my main channel and let my subscribers know on what exactly was happening. YouTube literally took away the ability for me to swap channels, which is super annoying and kind of messed up. Not knowing what to expect, and since this was at 3 AM, I sent that repeal message and went to bed, hoping for the best. And guess what? It got worse. When I woke up, not only did I find out that YouTube instantly rejected my appeal, but they also started taking down my other channels. These channels had no videos on them, they only existed for when I wanted to branch out to other content. The only channel they haven't taken down was my main YouTube channel, which, to me, was kind of a dick move. To me, that's them saying, ooh, we're about to take down your main YouTube channel, your passion project for the past 10 years, and you can't do anything about it. The fact that it took them 10 hours to take down my main YouTube channel, I swear they were trying to make me upset. So when I found out that YouTube was going scorched earth on my entire YouTube account, I started to panic. I started messaging Team YouTube in the hopes of having them help me out. I pinged everyone in my Discord server hoping someone would help me out. I was trying everything, but ultimately it all led to the same conclusion. 14 hours after all this begun, YouTube took down my main YouTube channel, which at this point had over 80k subscribers, and to say I was upset would be an understatement. YouTube literally terminated a channel I had for over 10 years that had over 80k subscribers with multiple videos that had millions of views over another channel that for the longest time had absolutely no issues with it. I was sad, angry, and most of all, I was still confused over what just happened. YouTube did not make me aware of what was happening, and now my channel is gone. Great. And after the fact, YouTube was still not helpful. They never gave me a reason for why they weren't communicative or why my main channel had to be dragged into all this. All they kept saying was I had to resolve the copyright strikes. So at this point, I was just like, Jesus Christ, YouTube. Fine, I'll resolve the copyright strikes. But guess who also isn't being responsive to me? Sony. I've sent them 4 emails, and in every email, I've told them directly that I was open to any option for having my strikes retracted, and I just get ignored. I understand they get a large volume of emails, but how do they miss my emails 4 times? So after a while of not getting any answers, I just gave up. This is pretty much the reason why this channel exists now. Literally, no one would help me. YouTube wasn't being helpful, Sony wasn't being helpful. The only option I had was to submit a counter notification, and honestly, I didn't want this to progress into a lawsuit. So creating this new channel was the only other option I had. However, I still had one lingering question. Why did this all happen? Yes, copyright strikes, but why was YouTube being so aggressive with me? This was the only time one of my channels was taken down, and now suddenly I was put on the internet equivalent of the no-fly list. Wasn't the general rule of YouTube that if you repeatedly violate community guidelines, your entire YouTube account gets terminated? Well, yes, but for some reason, copyright guidelines work on an entirely different rule set. If a channel you own gets taken down due to copyright once, then that's it, you're no longer allowed on the site. What kind of arbitrary, confusing, stupid rule set is that? How come the punishment for a copyright takedown is so lopsided compared to any other takedown? YouTube, do you mean to tell me that little Timmy uploading the entire Shrek movie in 144p is somehow worse than someone uploading literal gore to your platform? It's confusing and doesn't make any sense, but it at least explains why YouTube was so eager to take down my channel. But that doesn't explain why YouTube didn't give me a heads up. I had no heads up on YouTube's end. None at all. I am aware that if your channel gets a copyright strike, a message will pop up on your front page, but that's only if you're actively using that channel. If you're on any other channel, you just don't get anything. And again, I stopped using this shitpost channel for over a year. This has been silently happening in the background, and YouTube just didn't make me aware of it. That, in my opinion, is a very major flaw in the system. Couldn't you have just, sent a message to all my other channels about this issue, instead of slapping me in the face with a full-on takedown? But no, YouTube just didn't tell me at all. Great, I love this platform. So, YouTube inadvertently screwed over my channel, and now it's gone. What now? Just rebuild, I guess. Some of you might be concerned and saying, wait, are all your videos gone for good? Not really. Some of my older videos are probably gone, so for those who were a fan of Balloon Boy Jump Scare, I'm sorry, but that's probably gone for good. But during the creation of the Gmod iceberg, I thought, hey, maybe I should keep the final render of these videos in case something happens to my channel. And thank God I did. I still have every video saved, from the Gmod iceberg part 1 to my most recent video, the Gmod ARG tier list. I will be re-uploading them exactly how they were, mistakes and all. It probably won't be a one-to-one re-upload considering I don't have the descriptions on me, but So yeah, restarting from scratch is gonna suck, but as long as I still have my fan base, shoutouts to all of you by the way, and pray that the YouTube algorithm doesn't screw me over, then hopefully it won't be that bad. Although YouTube suspending my account couldn't have come at a worse time in terms of monetization. Now, I'm not stupid, I can go get a job now if I want to. But I had plans for moving out, and I needed YouTube's monetization to help keep me afloat. And now it was taken away from me, for the time being, that is. I don't know when monetization will be coming back, so what now? Patreon. I don't know how to segue into this. For the longest time, I wasn't comfortable with owning a Patreon because it didn't feel right to ask my subscribers for money. But YouTube has literally forced my hand and now I have to make one. Don't worry, I tried to make everything as cheap and fair as possible. Having a Patreon means I'll be able to pay for travel costs and any rent that comes my way. Subscribing to my Patreon means you get the following perks: behind the scenes posts, early access to my videos, your name in my videos, and maybe more. It's still kind of a work in progress, so don't expect much out of it for right now. And if you can't donate, then sharing it around is always appreciated. So yeah, I guess this is my new mainstay channel now. Am I still annoyed? Yes. Do I still want my channel to come back? Yes. Am I gonna keep waiting to see if it does come back? Not really. Some of you might be thinking, why even bother? YouTube literally screwed you over. Why even bother coming back? And the truth is, I love making content for this platform. No amount of anger and frustration is gonna change my mind on this fact. Call it being stubborn all you want, I see it as passion. I hope you're all doing well, take care, and as always, I will see you guys next time. And fuck YouTube.